On this episode of NBA 2K TV, we're talking My Team, and there's still time to qualify for the My Team Unlimited tournament. We have tips, strategies.
After clinching the top seed in all of basketball with that last win, I don't think there's a soul out there who can question the championship level of play we're seeing from our hometown heroes.
It's out of the question.
Yeah, the only question for me is, who poses the biggest challenge for Chan Company? Is there anyone you guys are...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And for Los Angeles, in the 8th spot in the Western Conference, they're right there on the cusp of the postseason. A strong finish would serve them very well. And we'll see LeBron James playing in this one. He's made no secret he wants to be the first billionaire athlete.
First?
With his off-court investments and partnerships, he seems poised to do it, Diesel.
Yeah, to be
billionaire. Billionaire with a B.
That said, he's just not in it for himself. He's always finding ways to be number two.
Number two?
Of course.
Who's number one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I get it. He also wants to own an NBA franchise, and that's not chump change.
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, Charlotte Hornets, Michael Jordan. But it's amazing what he's been able to do, honestly, though, both on and off the court.
We are ready now for the opening tip-off, and for that, we go to Kevin Harlan.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, and for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new pop payday.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners...
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round one.
Absolutely. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Shea. Morris is out there with Walden. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Culver in at shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Avery Bradley is out there with Cook. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's LeBron with the drive. Can't hit from in close. To the paint, here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, easy bucket there, right? Shea finding the wide open man. Great decision.
James outside. And the pass to Cook for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And here we go. Fast break with Shea. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Brown. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes. 3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Brown, and the rejection by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Shot from the inbound, and the layup good by Brown.
Body control by Shea allows him to absorb contact without it affecting his shot.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against Los Angeles.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage, Greg. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Cook, the pass to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. James with a deep 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Look at that. Off the dribble, Jay can play at a high level.
The Lakers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Kicks it out to Bradley. LeBron outside. Here's Cook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Brown feeling out a bit. Morris trying to free himself up, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, I'll tell you guys, one thing I love about the NBA is the Summer League. Shea is a guy who used it as a launching pad in his career, and he's not the only one.
Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Bradley, and it's denied.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
And Walden throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. James in the post. And by Walden. LeBron's shot is good.
That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
It's Brown with the drive. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Brown, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lakers trail by 8. Los Angeles calls timeout coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply...
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's LeBron, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Walden. Here, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Lakers was tremendous. He had 35 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy. Now, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Walden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Timberwolves leading by 4. The drive-by. Oh, my goodness! Wow. What a play!
Wow, absolutely tremendous finish by Che.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope pushes to James. Yes to Ibaka. Back to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Morris with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Scoring off the dribble, opening up the rest of Che's offensive game. Boy, if you're a defender, look out.
LeBron outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for James.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. The rebound by Ibaka. Lakers trail by 7. James outside. Passes to Caldwell Pope. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Walden.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
52 seconds left here in the second. Brown jams it in.
Wow, Che is absolutely on fire. Works for everything he's got.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. The drive-by.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious. Reading the court well, leave someone open on AW squad, and you're going to pay.
Now, here's Kuzma. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Walden. Walden's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Che missing.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Timberwolves lead by 9. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. While you look at Che in this game, he has been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, Morris is out there with Towns. Then there's Walden. Then it's Culver, and it's Shea in at the point guard position.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns. Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down, my goodness.
James in the post. Guarded by Walden. A nice shot by LeBron. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
LeBron against Morris. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from James.
Boy, the poise, the concentration. LeBron James, so gifted, so big.
And the Timberwolves call timing. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate. .144 left in the third. Here's Shea. 20 points for him. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From about 16. That shot off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Caldwell Pope passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Shea outside. Pass to Layman. Back to Brown. Wiggins kicks to Shea. Noel trying to break loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Here's Shea. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
LeBron passes to Horton Tucker. There's the pass to McGee. Rocket 6. In the corner, it's James. It's good. This game is all even. LeBron's got 22 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Shea, and the jumper is on the mark.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Horton Tucker. McGee against Noel. McGee dishes to James. 14 feet away. Doesn't go that time. Gets it off. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. James outside. Passes it to Portis. Now here's Kuzma. And it goes down 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Walden. Outside, Towns. Caldwell-Pope against Brown. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Fast break. The Lakers. Here's Horton Tucker on target from 13 feet.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Culver's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Here's Che. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
Kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And Brown drops them both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here is Cook, covered by Che. Che with the block.
All effort on the rejection. Che never short on hustle.
Ibaka, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. A 2-point game. Outside Bradley. That's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Fires from 14. Nice jump shot. Good. Cook's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Left side, Bradley. And stolen by Che. And the Timberwolves call timeout.
My guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good to go from Che.
Oh, a cool customer. Che in the big-time pressure moment.
And the Lakers call time here. Che really making a difference.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Che.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Brown and taken away by Brown. And here we go. Che heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Che.
Yeah, just seeking out the basketball. Che gets to the other end quickly. What desire.
James outside. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Kuzma passes to Cook. Good on the three-point shot.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
The pass to Walden. Now here's Culver. Guarded by Bradley. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Che. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
LeBron kicks to Bradley. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, Bradley has become a focal point for this team. Not in a huge moment will you see him take a sidestep. Love it.
Brown. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
LA's on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now here's LeBron. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
There's Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issues.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And finished off by Brown.
A clutch delivery from a clutch player. Go to work, Che.
Now LeBron. In the corner, Cook with it. And again, the Lakers, no good. Minnesota with the ball. On the wing, Che. Pulls up from the corner. Good!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's LeBron.
An absolutely breathtaking player.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Here's Che. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Bradley is out there with Cook, and it's Portis in at the center. Kuzma against Morris. Here's Cook. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And it's the Lakers on the break. LeBron is running. Pass to Cook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Cook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And they double up Jay, and stolen by LeBron. Bradley, no one around him. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wiggins passes to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Let's remember that GMs weren't sure about his dedication to the game, but Chase answered those questions with absolutely sensational play.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 2. 1:57 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. We're just over a minute into overtime here. It's Bradley on the wing. Portis kicks to LeBron. Shea with the block. And the dunk by Brown.
A very opportunistic player. Shea gets out in transition for an easy basket.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. And stolen by Shea.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The try by James and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
Minnesota calls timeout. Here's Shea, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Shea's got 44.
Well, there's more to basketball than threes and lay-ins. Shea doing work in the mid-range there.
LeBron drives in, begins with the block. Here's Culver, good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And how about the young fella, Culver, showing some poise there. This is why his team goes to him in these situations, not afraid of the moment.
And Portis puts it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Brown dishes to Culver. Tries a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And they double up Shea. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Walden, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the Lakers call time here. The score knotted at 76. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bradley with the ball. Six to shoot. Fires the three. Can't knock in the three. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll return shortly. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And here is Los Angeles. The Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ibaka. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Shea's checked in for the Timberwolves. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota leading by 3 and finished off by Brown.
What a big-time delivery from Shea. Go ahead.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 5. 1:56 left in the second overtime period, and here we are. Cook, the pass to LeBron. Outside Portis. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away and taken away by Brown. Goes up. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Well, that fast break all started with the defense from Shea, makes the play and the pass.
And here is LeBron. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Shea with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Passes it to Culver. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Bradley. Good D by Axel Walden. Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the A.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now here's LeBron. Guarded by Walden. Here's Cook. And the rejection by Towns. The drive by Che. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's LeBron. Right wing. Goes back up. And he nails that one right through the net.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Pass to Walden. Back to Brown. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. James with a deep 3. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials... everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting for it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris